100, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. 80 weapon. Kill. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Shoot. Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Hey, lock it. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch the twist.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shoot.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, D.
They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
Check. Kill.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Second and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result. If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. There in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Second and 4. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
From the gun, Patterson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Check 25. Blue draw forfeit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Ready up, 6-6, bullet high. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Joker, 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 Joker.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Down, 30 base.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Not today. Big dash. Come. Alert 3, alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That's the way. Check.
Check 50, check 50.
Showing up. Say.
Sit up, hit it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West.
On first down, Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 53, 218, chopper. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And ready, set, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Protein spill. Big grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready, set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening week. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready, 10 Lobo.
Check 55, Mike. Come off the ball,
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Every day, any day. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Clear.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a give, right side. It's Shepard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go, set. 60 out more.
In your face.
Yo, faster. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
2 times. Everyone got 4 down.
Hey, number 8's coming. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check.
draw quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Looking to throw. Patterson. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
General West.
Slam.
Look at me. Score.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. It's Shepard, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
High 7. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And he's going to go down again. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taking it about the 36. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under 10, under 10. Go on, go on.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. And Watson has it right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Pilot, 64, weak.
58 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
They gonna need some therapy. 80 weapon. Check the backer. Check the backer. Big grip.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Got it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
You draw Corker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
from the gun. Patterson. He's got Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Down. 10-2 sub.
I got you, punk. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch the whip.
Look. Squeeze. Come.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch twist. Watch it.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go now. 30 base.
55. Wild Bill.
Like. Big grip.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys